Sanders essentially told Colorado Buffalo players who were on the one-win team last year, you're probably not going to play here, you should transfer. That's essentially what he told them. And in brought his son, who starred at Jackson State. And let's not act like Shedeur Sanders wasn't a superstar recruit. He had offers from Alabama, Georgia, Florida. Like, everybody wanted him coming out of high school. Goes to Jackson State with his dad. And throws for 510 yards against TCU in a flawless performance. And, of course, Deion Sanders, who ran his mouth before the game, ran his mouth all spring, all summer. Deion Sanders was kind of fired up talking to the media after the game. He's got one of those CVS-length receipts that he's going to show people. Because, yes, people doubted him. I doubted. How would you not? We've literally never seen this in college football, folks. Never seen it, anything like it before. Colorado, by the way, I had to look this up. This is a stunning stat. Last 17 seasons, they had one winning record. That's it. This program is garbage. And I'm not taking shots at Colorado. This is just a fact. You think of Colorado Buffaloes, who are the guys that come to mind? Cordell Stewart, played 30 years ago. Michael Westbrook, who caught the amazing Hail Mary pass against Michigan. You think about Joel Klatt, our very own here from Fox. You think a couple, Rashaan Salam, who was a tremendous running back, but they haven't had any success in recent years. Deion essentially took over the worst program in Power 5 and said, we're not next, we're now. We're not coming, we're here. Folks, he brought in 53, I have to check the notes here, 53 transfers into the program, tops in Division I. They had 3 returning starters. Every year, one of my college football previews to get ready for the season, I look at returning production, returning starters. That matters immensely in college football. Colorado had nothing. They brought back nothing. And Deion Sanders had no fear. He came in and ran his mouth, and he kind of delivered. Now, it is only 1 week. We don't want to overreact. Again, it's 1 week. It was an impressive win. And I got guys texting me, oh, my gosh, did you see what happened to the line for Colorado, Nebraska, Jay, next week? I said, yeah, I saw it. Colorado's probably going to be in trouble. And I got texts back, oh, come on, you're crazy. So if you don't check the lines, Colorado was a 3-touchdown underdog last week. Vegas puts out lines for week 2 as well, and Colorado was a 7.5-point dog against Nebraska. They're now favored after this result. They're now favored by 3, a 10.5-point move for week 2 off 1 game. Listen, that is a bit of an overreaction, and I do question what the campus is going to be like for the Colorado kids, especially Sanders and Hunter, Travis Hunter, who, what a performance. We'll talk about him shortly. But what's campus going to be like for those guys this week? They're going to be walking into class, standing ovations everywhere. They're going to be walking into the dining hall, and everybody's going to just be, Colorado, we're back, thank you. It was one of those performances where the college football world got shaken up. And I do want to not just make this about Deion, because what he did was incredible, and his son was phenomenal. And, oh, by the way, yes, we'll talk about his son, and, this will be his 3rd year of college football. He will be draft eligible after the season. What are they doing? What's the game plan for Jerry? And one of the smart producers in the meeting said, well, Jerry, he turns 81 this year. He's over 25 years hasn't been to a conference championship game. And, this isn't, I don't think, too incendiary of a take, but I went and looked up Dak's contract, and wouldn't you know it, there's an out after this season in Dak's contract. And I think I've said this before, guys. Again, I'm not bashing Dak Prescott. But if you are Jerry Jones and you look at the Cowboys and you look at the landscape of the NFL, I don't have Mahomes. I don't have Josh Allen. I don't have Joe Burrow. I got Dak Prescott. I'm paying him a lot of money and he's not delivering. Why can't I try the route that the 49ers are going? I'm going to build an awesome defense, impenetrable. I'm going to put great pieces around a quarterback that's on the rookie deal, or, a marginal contract like Garoppolo. He was not one of the highest paid when they went to the Super Bowl a few years ago. And I'm going to go that route. I'm not going to pay my quarterback because I don't have a star. I don't have an Aaron Rodgers. Dak's not Mahomes. Some people want to put him top 10 quarterback in the league. I don't know. I'm not doing that. Is he better than Kirk Cousins? I think it's a fair question. But the point is, Jerry Jones has options. What if I go the 49ers route? What if I build a stacked defense? They just added the cornerback Gilmore. By many accounts online, you look at the numbers, Dallas has a top 3 defense, arguably number 1. 3 of their 4 draft picks this year on a team where the Cowboys had a good defense already. The offense had the questions. 3 of the first 4 draft picks were defensive guys. Like, they're going to be stacked defensively. They're going to shut some people down. I got a fantasy draft later today for my 12-year-old son. He's already looking at the Cowboys defense. I'm telling him, no. The schedule's tough. Avoid them. Public service announcement. But I do think this Dallas model of let's remove Dak, who, by the way, led the league in interceptions last year, and he missed 5 games. Led the league in interceptions. Oh, and by the way, since that gruesome leg injury that he suffered in 2020, Dak has basically not been running the football. It's not happening anymore for him. His numbers, if you look early in his career with Dallas, he was a massive threat to run the football, kept defenses off balance because he was nimble, ran a lot at Mississippi State, was running a lot in his first few years. That's not happening anymore. And when you remove the element of Dak's scrambling ability, he's now got to win from the pocket. And yes, he's a good quarterback, but is he Mahomes, Burrow, Allen in the postseason? He's going to turn it up and take you to the promised land? We haven't seen it. And I think Jerry Jones would be wise to say, you know what? We'll give Dak 1 more year. We jettisoned Kellen Moore. Mike McCarthy, you're calling the plays. If it fails, one of 2 things is happening, maybe both. McCarthy is a goner. And by fail, I mean you got to at least reach the conference championship. That's the minimum for Dallas. This first, second round stuff, that's not going to cut it anymore. This team's ready to win now. And I don't personally love Dallas this year, but a lot of the smart analytics guys that I talk to, they love the Cowboys. A lot of them have the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. And I know this is not the first time you've heard that, but just think about this. McCarthy's going to be gone, or Dak, or both, if they don't deliver. And I don't think it's the worst thing in the world if you go into next season with a feisty quarterback battle between Trey Lance and Cooper Rush. And I've joked online, people got so angry at me. I would rather take a cheap Cooper Rush than Daniel Jones at $39 million a year. Cooper Rush showed me some things. Again, when you surround him with a great offensive line, good skill position players, and a formidable defense, yeah, Cooper Rush can get the job done just like Brock Purdy. Okay? We've seen this. The model exists. Can Jerry Jones do it? And the final note I'll say is people are like, oh, no, Dak's Jerry's guy. Jay, he's not doing that. Remember how Jason Garrett was Jerry's guy?
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.